Beginning to bring your awareness to your breath if it's not there already. Just beginning to notice the natural tendencies of your breathing. Taking note dropping your awareness down into your body, feeling grounded through the palms of the hands, the forehead, the tops of the feet, the shins. And then slowly beginning to manipulate your breathing in a very conscious and intentional way. Bringing the breath into the diaphragm in all directions, feeling the front body, the side of the ribs, and the back expand, good, and contract. That's it. Giving yourself permission to start exploring Ujjayi breathing, slightly constricting the back of the throat. And with the lips closed, breathing in and out through the nose, act as if you are going to fog a mirror. Creating a wind tunnel in the back of the throat that adds a vibrational quality to the texture of your breathing. And tracing that breath as it enters through the tip of the nostril, down into the lungs, the diaphragm, all the way through to the base of the spine. And back out in reverse order from the hips, up to the ribs, up to the collarbones, and out through the nose. Start to even out your breathing. Take a deep, long inhalation to the count of 4. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, that's it. Continuing on that way. Slow, steady, calm breathing. And then when you're ready, keeping with this internalized focus, feeling grounded, keeping yourself in your meditation as you start to inhale, roll up onto all fours. Look down at the body and try to align knees directly under hips and wrists directly under shoulders. The tops of the feet are pressing down into the earth. Toes are untucked. And now, without moving the arms or the legs, the shoulders or the hips, simply start to let the spine come into a back bend as you explore cow position. Gaze up. Broaden the collarbones, but keep the legs and arms. Now as you exhale, round in to cat, round the back. Press into the hands and feet, but again, don't move the arms and the legs. Inhale, so only the spine moves, staying as steady and stable as you can. Exhale, round. Continue on, linking movement with breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, cow pose, open the chest, drop the belly down. Gaze up slightly. Exhale, cat position, round in, sitting bones down. Gaze towards the navel, press into the arms. Twice more. Follow your own breath, even inhalations and exhalations. Good. One more round. Keep your knees where they are. Slide your feet out a little bit, that's it. Very nice, and then return to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to explore a plank position, but we're going to work up to it slowly. So first, imagine you're doing that cat position where you press and round in. But after you press and round in, so go ahead and press into your hands, feel the shoulder blades slide away from each other. Puff up the back of the heart towards the ceiling. And then slowly shift your gaze forward and send your sternum forward so that that rounding lessens, but you're still pressing firmly into the arms. Pull the navel towards the spine, and then keep your right foot where it is. Just step your left foot back, straight leg in this plank-like position. Once you're here, go ahead and invite the sitting bones back towards the back of your mat. So curl the coccyx in so the bowl of the sacrum shifts and you find a neutral position. Trying to keep a level playing field between the ribs and the front hips. Strong. 2 more breaths. And exhale, return to all fours. Take a breath. When you're ready, we'll prepare for the second side. Right foot steps back. Right toes and left toes are tucked under now. Press into the hands. Pull the navel towards the spine. Send the sternum forward, the center of the chest, towards the front windows as you invite the sitting bones back towards the right heel, lengthening through the entire body, finding stability through the core. And exhale, return. Go ahead and come back into a child's pose for just one moment. Relax down. Take a few deep breaths here and we'll repeat that once more. Good. When you're ready, inhale back to all fours. Wrist directly underneath shoulders. Shift your weight forward just a bit, Shirley, and then spread your fingers wide. Press down into your arms really actively. Good. Spread your knees apart just a little bit and your feet. That's it. All right, good. Now, find that little bit of rounding. Press into the hands so the shoulder blades slide away from each other, and then send the chest forward and step the left foot back to a half high plank. Good. Now try to push the center of the back up towards the sky. That's it. That's it. You too, Gwen. Press your spine into my hand here. Round a bit. Yeah, active through the core. For 1. Very nice. 2. 3. Exhale. Return to all fours. Left foot comes in. Both knees are down. Rest for a moment. And second side, right foot steps back, both toes are curled under now so you can feel a little bit more support through the lower core. That's it, level off your hips as much as you can. I'm going to adjust you a little bit here, shift your weight over, good. That's it, 1, 2, 3, exhale, return to center, come back to all fours. From here, you're going to keep our knees where they are, and we're going to start to walk our hands forward. And as the hands go forward, we're going to let our ears come between our arms in line with our biceps. And we're going to keep going down as much as we feel stable in the shoulders, so try not to feel any bit of vulnerability through the shoulders, but you can go down as much as your flexibility allows, maybe touching the crown of the head, or touching the chest down to the earth, coming into your variation of a puppy pose. Now press into your hands and walk your hands back. Take your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Keep your knees where they are. Shift your weight forward a little bit so that your shoulders come just past your wrists, so that as you lower down with the hips in line, you come down slowly, maybe elbows over wrists. Go ahead and lower all the way down. Keep your hands where they are, alongside the ribs, underneath the shoulder, somewhere in that general area. Keep their toes untucked, tops of the feet pressed down. So before we lift up into a cobra, press the feet down and feel the thighs lift off the earth a little bit. Maybe they don't actually lift, they just get so active that you feel a sense of buoyancy there. And then let the inner thighs roll in a little bit to protect your lumbar spine. And as you inhale, slowly lift the chest off the earth any bit. Come into cobra. Keep bringing the elbows towards each other behind you, broadening through the collarbone. Send the chest forward, press the feet down, and then exhale, come all the way down and rest. We're going to repeat that in a moment. Take a rest here and prepare. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift up, baby cobra. That's it. Open the shoulders, press the feet down. Good. Breathe. And exhale all the way down. Good. One final time. Inhale, find your back bend. Maybe straighten the arms a little bit more, and then come back onto the knees. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up, come to downward facing dog. Ardha Mukta Savasana. Maybe walking the feet out, bending one knee and then the other. Shifting the hips, shaking the head left and right, up and down. Relaxing the neck. Good. Feel the upper inner arms rolling out, so you're creating space for the inner ears and the neck to relax. And try to keep your shoulders like that, and lift the hips up and back any bit. Good. Gaze to the top of the mat and step one foot and then the other between the hands, or take many steps. Once you're here, separate the feet hips distance, that's roughly 2 fists. Bring your fingertips down alongside the pinky toe edge of the foot and slightly forward. Keep the knees bent as much as you need to. Press into the arms so that they become straight. Lift your chest forward, and maybe you slowly start to straighten the legs, taking the bend out of the knee as much as it feels comfortable for the hamstring. And then as you're ready, start to exhale. Hinge from the hips. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to, but let the upper body fall down. Again, inhale, press into the hands, lift the chest. Now in this position, press the fingers down and pull the fingers back towards the space behind you. As you send your chest forward, and even with the knees bent, try to get the hips over the ankles. Press the feet down into the earth, strong foundation, and exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, feet stamp down, fingers pull back, chest goes forward, deep breathing. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale just a little bit, straighten your spine, bring your hands to your hips. Bring your hands around the creases of your hips so that you can bring your elbows towards each other behind you, and like a little massage, use your hands to pull your hips up and back away from your head and reach the crown of the head forward so you create length along the spine. A little self-adjustment here. After your next exhalation, keep the spine this straight as you inhale. Come all the way up to stand. Step the feet together. Relax the hands down alongside the body. Okay, Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Palms touch if you can. Gaze towards the thumbs. Exhale, fold all the way down. Knees can be bent. If it's more comfortable, bring your hands flat. Inhale halfway. Gaze forward, come high onto fingertips. Exhale, keep the left foot where it is. Step the right foot back. Come into this high lunge or low lunge variation with the knee lifted first. Find length, inhale. And then exhale, drop the back knee down. Keep the back toes tucked under. And inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Pause here for a moment. And then contemplate your center line. Find the center of your body where your hands are now. And from there, just inhale, reach straight up. Keeping your arms in line with that center line. Staying straight, avoiding any back bend. And then as you exhale, trace that center line again with the hands down through the heart center. And place them down to either side of the left foot. Lift the back knee, step the left foot back into a high plank position and hold for a moment. And then you can lower the knees down and take your time coming all the way down. Untuck the toes, explore baby cobra, elbows towards each other behind you. Lift the chest. And then exhale, slowly coming to downward dog. Back to the knees. Lift the hips up. Taking 3 deep, long breaths here. Pressing down evenly through the hands and the feet. Spreading toes and fingers wide. Gaze forward between the hands. This time is the right foot that steps between the hands. Inhale with the back knee lifted first, and then exhale, drop back knee down. Again, bringing the hands to heart center first, tracing that center line. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, hands come down again. They meet the earth, and you lift, seeing if it's possible to step the left foot to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale halfway, exhale full. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Palms touch, and as you exhale, draw that center line down again with hands together through heart center, all the way down through the body. Good. This time we'll inhale the same way, through heart center, bring the hands together at the navel, and then reach up. Becoming familiar with the center line of your body, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep the left foot where it is, step the right foot back. This time we'll spiral the back heel down. Take the left foot so that it's very clearly on the left side of the mat, and take the right foot so it's very clearly on the right side of the mat. So imagine that center line of your body, and now we're adding on the contemplation of the left and the right side. So the feet will not be intersecting. Turn the back right toes in at a 45-degree angle. Bend the left knee so that the knee comes over the ankle. And inhale, come to warrior one. Hands to heart center first, and then straight up. See how it feels when you give yourself space for the center line. Take a few breaths here. Good. Try to lift the abdomen out of the hips. So feeling a lift from the chest, a lift from the ribs. Good. Keep breathing. Super nice. Inhale. Good. And then from here, exhale. The hands trace down through the center line. Frame the left foot and step the left foot back to a plank position. Take an inhalation and exhalation here, and then lower down. You can drop the knees down, or maybe this time, one long line. Once you're down, inhale, find cobra. Lift up into your back bend. And then exhale back, downward facing dog, taking your time. Again, taking 3 long breaths here. Gazing between the mat, step the right foot to the right side of the mat between the hands. Make sure the left foot is on the left side of the mat. Left toes come in at a 45-degree angle. Bend the knee so you set up already with the knee over the ankle. And then inhale, come up, hands at heart center first. And then inhale, reach arms up, come to warrior one. Feel the left and right side of the body. Try to drop the right hip down so that the right and left side of the body are equal in length. Keep breathing. Good. Sure to let go here, relax. Separate your hands for a minute. Okay. The side of the body that lifts the arms up, upper traps relax, good. Exhale, trace the center line, bring the hands to the mat, step the left foot to meet the right, and inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come together and you stand up, tracing the center line up to the sky. And exhale, down, back to standing position, Samasthiti, equal standing pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms up, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down, relax head and neck. Inhale, halfway, lift your gaze. Exhale, keep the right foot where it is, step the left foot to the back of the mat. And same as before, inhale, come to warrior one. Holding in this position, seeing the value of taking many breaths here. Getting to know straight, strong stability. And occupying the intellectual space of stillness. Exhale, the hands come down. Frame the foot, step the foot back, and come right to downward dog. Take a breath here. Let yourself experience something new. Go ahead and step the left foot right away. Come to warrior one. Take a rest when you need. All right, good, Gwen. Take the hands down. Frame out the foot and step right back to downward facing dog. Doing things a little differently. Nope. Okay. Go ahead. Back to downward dog. Giving yourself permission to explore a little bit differently today. Okay. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank position. No, go back. Go back, Gwen, from downward. Okay. Okay, there's morning practice. The window for the morning practice has opened from 6 to 10, so that the evening can be more like a lead class.
I don't understand. I'm just going through the basic stuff.
Yeah.
You're practicing details of each motion now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so.
You think I should do that?
Yeah.
Practice the details now?
Yeah. Yeah. This class. That's what this class is for. All right, come to the top of the mat. We're going to go to the standing postures. We're going to go nice and slow. So step the feet hips distance apart. Bring your hands to your waist and draw the elbows towards each other behind you. Let your thumbs be resting on your sacrum and glide your hands down towards the earth so that you feel the hands release the thighs and the hips down. And then while you're assisting that downward flow of energy with the hands, lift the chest up. So now you're giving yourself self-massage here, myofascial release, simply by pushing the hips down and lifting the chest. You're lengthening the erectors and the whole back body. Stamp the feet down, ground the thigh bones into the legs. Take a deep inhalation and exhale, keeping the spine straight, hinging at the hips, fold down. Bend your knees when you need to. Bring the hands down to the earth and take hold of the big toes. First 2 fingers on the inside, thumb on the outside. Inhale, lift halfway, broaden your collarbone, send your sternum forward, and then exhale, fold down. Come into Padangusthasana. Feel the heels driving down into the earth, and then feel the heels just slightly rotating out away from each other, while still keeping the heels parallel with the toes so that you're inviting that internal rotation, the upper inner thighs rolling in just a little bit, and feel the front of the quadriceps really active and strong. So the kneecaps are pulling up. And even though the head is relaxing down, the arms are pulling up towards the hips so the shoulders are releasing away from the ears. Inhale, straighten the arms, pull the chest up, keep your gaze down at the earth, but forward in front of you just a little bit. So you're gazing forward, but the back of the neck is long. Slide one hand and then the other underneath the feet so that the toes come to the creases of the wrists. And again, inhale, lift, prepare, navel towards spine, send the hips over the ankles, and then exhale, fold down, bend the knees if you need to. Remember, it's not meant to be a resting pose, so let it be a little bit active. Press down through the legs, strengthen the quadriceps, pull back with the hands, but let the spine, like a waterfall, flow down towards the earth. Good. Deep breathing, consciously sending the breath into the back body. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bring one hand and then the other to your hips. Again, use your hands to pull the hips back towards the wall behind you as you send the crown of the head forward. Elbows together behind you. And give yourself a little massage here, lengthen. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand. Step the feet back together, Samastitihi, standing position. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees if you need to, relax head and neck. Inhale, lift your gaze. From here, as you exhale, step the right foot back, keep the left foot forward. Bend the left knee so the left knee comes over the ankle. Again, find left and right side of the mat. Send the right toes so they're close to a 45, and inhale, come up, open to warrior 2. Left arm forward, right arm back, hips are open. Now with this alignment, there's the left foot to the left side and the right foot to the right side, you may find that you have the ability to create more space in your hip. Keep dropping the left hip down, but still pulling, externally rotating both legs, opening the inner groins, bend the knee a little bit more. Good. 1. Good. Just a few more breaths. Gaze forward over the left middle finger. On an exhalation, take your hands down to frame the left foot, spiral onto the ball of the right foot, and step back to downward facing dog. Hold here for a few breaths and explore the challenge of being still. Child's pose is an option. And then in your own time, no rush, we'll go to warrior 2 on the second side with the right foot forward and the left foot back. Again, left and right sides, clear distinction, and inhale to warrior two. Feel the right and left hip joint glide away from each other, like you're opening the pages of a book. Open the body, reach the arms long. Challenge yourself, breathe. You have the right foot forward. And exhale, take the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. If you'd like, you can come to child's pose. If you'd like, you can also go through a vinyasa. Your choice. Child's pose, Shirley, good. Good, so if you want to come through a vinyasa, you can come to high plank to low, lower through, and then inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward dog. Good. Okay, Shirley, you stay for a moment. Gwen, you can step the right foot forward. Inhale, open to triangle pose. So first, you can come all the way up and open the arms to the side. Keep the legs straight. And then exhale, come down. Right arm down, left arm up. Good. Again, opening from hip to shoulder. Good, and then inhale, coming up, and then exhale, bend in the front knee, take the hands down, windmill, step the foot back, and go through a vinyasa, high plank to low. Inhale to upward dog or cobra, and exhale back, downward dog. Step the left foot forward and go into triangle on the second side. Coming up first, inhale, and then exhale out and down, Utthita Trikonasana. Ujjayi breathing. For today. Not in the Ashtanga sequence, but we're... Yeah, you can straighten your leg. Good. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend, windmill the hands down, vinyasa. From downward facing dog, we'll come down onto the knees. Take both feet out to the side and sit down with the legs straight. Beginning with a forward fold, you can reach the hands around for the big toes and inhale, lift the chest. And then when you're ready, hinging from the hips the same way we did standing, trying to keep the chest lifted today, reaching the chest towards the toes, only going down as much as you can feel your chest staying open. Good. Grab onto my hands. I'm going to give you a little Thai massage adjustment. So grab my arms with your hands too. Cool. Okay.
My back, like across my ribs.
Yeah.
Like between my ribs and my shoulder.
Yeah.
Angry.
Yeah.
Like.
Go ahead and do one more, Gwen. You can grab the outside of the feet like we do and inhale, lift, and then exhale, fold. And then exhale, fold down. Good. That's it. Good. When you're ready, inhale, come up, and exhale. Keep the legs straight, and then simply bend the right leg so that you're in a 90-degree position here. You'll start open up to the middle in between the left and right leg. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left leg or on fingertips along the outside. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and over so you're coming into a side body stretch. Good, but lift up as tall as you can. Shift the palm down towards, good. There we go. Deep side bend. Good. You can come down further, Gwen. You can start to explore coming into this position. Nice and slow though. Walk the hand down and slowly gliding yourself down all the way into the side bend. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. Keeping the legs in the same position, turn your chest towards your left toes. So you have to find an element of a twist here, and then reach around, come to Janu Sirsasana A, forward fold over the front leg. Good. Deep breathing. That's it, just relax. When you're ready, slowly with an inhalation, you come up and switch sides. Left knee bends, right leg goes long, starting with the side bend. So let yourself open into the natural position that your body wants to go to. So it's sort of in between the left and right side of the leg. You can start with the right hands to the outside of the right foot and lengthen through the spine as you reach the left arm up and over. Slowly walking the hand down as you open. Eventually, the right arm will come down into the inside of the right leg, and you'll let yourself reach up and over all the way until the left hand meets the right foot. When you're ready, inhale, come out, and Janu Sirsasana C. Turn the chest towards the right toes, reach around for the outside of the right foot, lift your chest, and then as you exhale, try to keep equal length through the left and right side of the body. So send the right sitting bone back as you fold down over the right leg. Good. Return to the breath, deep, even inhalations and exhalations. When you're ready, inhale, coming up. And exhale, relax, let both knees come forward. We're going to prepare for our final few postures, but before we go down into our back bend, we're going to do a little bit of core work. So rock back, you can keep the feet down. So if your body is similar to mine, you can kind of avoid the core work by rolling over and balancing on your sitting bones. And it looks like you're very strong, but you're simply balancing. So try to avoid that because you'll be annoyed later. So just curl the tailbone under and let yourself rock back on your sacrum and feel how different that is as the work starts to shift into the lower abdomen. holding there with the arms extended and the feet pressing firmly down into the earth with the knees bent. Or you can start to bend or lift one foot at a time. Maybe the feet come together. Maybe you straighten the legs. Finding your variation, balancing, lifting the chest and broadening the collarbone while still honoring that curled coccyx position, targeting the lower abdominals. Good, now you can stay here. If you're lifted, you can start to come down, keeping the shoulders and legs hovered as you lengthen. And then inhale, bend the knees, lift yourself back up. Good, twice more. Coming down, lifting up. One more, exhale. Inhale. And then whether your feet are down or lifted, roll down one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down onto your back, bending the knees and bringing the heels in line with the sitting bones, close to the hips. Bring the palms facing down alongside the body. Press down into the hands and feet. Spread the hands and feet really wide so there's a lot of space between each finger. As you inhale, press down into the arms and the feet and lift the hips up. Keep working the knees towards the front window as the chest works towards the back wall. Again, creating that self-myofascial release. Lengthen through the spine. And exhale, come all the way down. Rest for a moment, or if you're ready, inhale, come right back up. Slowly lowering down. And then again, inhale, back up. And exhale all the way down. Bring the arms into a T, palms facing up. Bring your feet together and lift your feet up so your shins are parallel to the ceiling. Inhale at center and exhale, twist the knees over to the left as you gaze over the right hand. Try to keep both shoulders grounded. You can keep the eyes open or you can close the eyes. Let yourself soften here. Good. Meeting yourself in this present moment. Coming face to face with the challenge of stillness, of softness, and instead of meeting this challenge with a forceful, direct effort, the only way is to practice surrender, to allow yourself to be passive, to let go of control, and experience the ease that comes along with letting go in that way. When you're ready, inhale back to center. And very slowly exhale to the second side. Right legs over to the right, gaze over to the left. When you surrender to this passive state, you step into the field of the unknown. Notice what arises when you do that. What feelings, thoughts, sensations. Remembering that reflecting what happens on your mat is a nice way to understand the way that you think and act off of your mat. Becoming aware of your habits, your tendencies, and using this time to gain some sort of self-reflection that you can apply to your life and use to make yourself a better person for yourself and others. Your next inhalation brings you back to center. Knees come back, nice and slow. Take a second here. You can draw the knees into the chest and wrap your arms around your shins. You can open the legs and find a gentle, happy baby. Taking this time to maybe roll left and right, back and forth, just a little bit to roll out the spine. And then slowly,
I can do happy baby from the inside when
outside of the feet,
by the arm.
and then go ahead and straighten. First start with the arms. Bring both arms down alongside your body at an angle down towards the top of your mat. And then straighten one leg at a time. Start with the left leg. Bring the left leg down and straighten, heel in, toes out. And then bring the right leg down and straighten. Press down into the backs of your hands and lift your shoulder blades off the earth for a moment. Roll your shoulders away from each other so that the shoulder blades come together on the back slightly and the chest opens. Lift the head off the earth and tuck the chin towards the chest, and then slowly lower down with the intention of creating length along the back of the spine, the cervical spine. Take a deep inhalation through the nose, and exhale, sigh out. Release any tension in the body. Let the eyes drift close. The muscles of the face soften. Relax the hands. Relax the whole body, really soft. Coming into the final rest. Shavasana.